Hey everyone, welcome to Offshoot Comics Off Topic. I'm your host Kirby Kid. I'm here with a special returning good friend of ours who is
Simply Sedric.
what up, man? It has been a minute.
Well, the world has ended and then came back. So yeah, it has been a minute.
Yeah, for real. So we're gonna play some Overwatch because why
For
not?
Overwatch.
Throw Overwatch. This is Throw Overwatch. This game is Throw Overwatch. That's for sure. But we want to talk about the all the stuff that James Gunn and DC Comics dropped. But before we do that, Cedric, as a guest, you want to do unranked or competitive?
I don't care. I haven't played in months, so there's these new characters that I can't have because I don't have the battle pass, and there's like this stuff going on, so I don't care.
All right, let's do some unranked. That way, nothing we do here can hurt us, right?
Sure.
All right. So there's only one tank now. So you want to do tank or you want to do something else?
I can tank or heal. I don't
Okay.
care.
Well, I would like to tank.
Okay.
If you heal, you get 500 battle pass XP, Cedric. Isn't
That is worth nothing.
But you can get a thing.
Can I?
No, I was lying.
Well, that's like it's before we get into Mr. Gunn and what the work he's doing at DC. I just have to say, this game is Throw Overwatch, and the battle pass is indicative of that.
Yeah, the battle pass is not good. Oh, before they get into this game, let me do something. Everyone should be able to see my screen. What you should do to make this game less toxic. So you go to social, right? And you see how you see Squelch chat here? Go ahead and hit that. And then your game will be nice and peaceful and free of toxicity. You can still hear me. There we go. Perfect. Yeah. That way I can talk to people that I actually want to talk to. People who I know in actual real life.
See, that's why I've been playing Fortnite, because I don't got to talk to nobody.
Yeah, maybe
talk to myself.
Maybe one day I'll play some Fortnite, some overnight.
Some overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just talk to the voices in my head, and it's much more exciting.
All right, we gonna revisit that later. Let's go kill some people right now.
Yes, let's shoot people and act like that's normal. Oh no!
It is.
This is Bastion. I hate Bastion's reskin.
Oh no! I am by myself. All right. So, anyways, though, James Gunn.
Yes.
So, you saw the announcements, right?
Yes.
What did you think about them?
I'm excited. Gods and Monsters, very much a DC theme.
Wait, did they announce Gods and Monsters?
I've seen it in some of the, I guess, already pre-marketing, some of the language I think Gunn has used. The first story of the first step with these movies, it's like Gods and Monsters, Swamp Thing.
I know Swamp Thing is one of the things for sure. And then I know the Authority, which is a weird option.
It's Gunn, but yeah,
because it feels like that should be after League, because you'd want like the conflict would be the way the League does things versus how the Authority does things. But if the Authority is just first, it's just like, oh, we think all superheroes are tyrants.
Well, I mean, the only other, I think, way other than the Authority was if you bring in the multiverse League with Owlman in them. So, I mean, would you really want to do that when DC or Marvel is already doing multiversal stuff with Kang?
Well, I actually like the multiverse. I am a fan of the multiverse because I like the infinite possibilities.
Well, they can do that when not at the same time Marvel is, though. I
I
think
think they
it'll
should.
give them time to build
Yeah,
to it.
they should
Bring
challenge Marvel
them.
directly. They should just they should be like, no, we're doing the exact DC version of anything they want to do.
They're already 18 years behind.
Yo, that's sad. Actually, not gonna lie. How you be 18 years? How you be an entire adult lifespan behind?
Man, there's entire uh, bloodlines that have happened and come and gone
Yeah,
since Marvel has started, and that's what I know. People were well. This is DC. We're not even talking about Marvel right now. But I think at the end with Supergirl, I haven't read the comics because it's been a while since I read DC comics. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah,
Supergirl, Girl of Tomorrow, whatever. That just breathes dark side stealing, kidnapping her.
which would be great.
You know,
And then
that.
yeah.
Oh no, go ahead.
Well, then it's weird though because like their timing seems weird, right? Because we have Superman Legacy, which is him younger. We have Supergirl, who's going to be coming at the same time, so she'll also be young. But then we have Brave and the Bold, which is Batman, who already has Damian Wayne, which means he's been Batman for over a decade and a half.
Which would be interesting if it's Robert Pattinson, because it's like, dang, man.
Which I believe they said that he's not involved at all. Because they're keeping his universe separate from the DCU.
Oh, okay.
Which I believe was the deal that they wanted from the jump. But if the DCU ends up being more popular than the DCEU was, that they might end up changing that and go, hey, we actually want to be a part of the good thing.
Well, that's like the what's his name? If it's Batflick, him having Damien ain't that crazy.
Right, but see, the thing is though,
oh no!
Once again, they're gonna have an old Batman with a bunch of young, superpowered people, which is kind of weird.
Well, Batman's always grumpy.
Yeah, but he won't be able to do action stuff if he's old.
True. But like, what's it called? It gives the Authority also a reason to be like, hey, Clark, Kara, you're the reason why Darkseid came.
Yeah.
So you're like, hey, you guys are cool and all. You're gods. Swamp Thing's a monster, but like, Darkseid's a real monster.
Yeah. What do you think about the Superman Legacy?
Superman's always interesting.
Is he?
Because on how do they play him? Because if it leads to injustice,
yeah,
then it's fine.
but also, it seems weird that the first title is Legacy when this is the first title in their new universe, right? Like, Legacy sounds like something you would say if it's like the end of a character. Right? I mean, that seems weird, doesn't it?
Yes. But if they've had what's his name doing it, and now he's going to pass off the baton at some point.
I mean, what if they have it be that like he passes the baton off to Supergirl since she's
young?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, this is supposed to be a young
not
Superman.
Ezra Miller. So
I was not excited that James Gunn likes Ezra Miller's. It's like, bro.
Well, he might like the Flash, but like he's just gonna. They are going to be in jail. Ezra Miller is going to be in jail at some point.
Yeah, but it's like, come on, with everything he's done, like y'all shouldn't be saying anything positive. But they should just scrap the movie, honestly.
They've spent so much money.
Yeah, but money comes and goes. All right. Plus, they got a lot of it.
Well, and that's a lot of thing about it though is that they have to, and this is when it comes to the the financials of the professional movie making business. They got to see that line go up, and not necessarily the movies, but the studio.
Yeah, the line has to always go up forever, infinitely.
Yeah, and if they don't see that, like, well, we need to reboot. And Marvel, Disney is okay with just being like, yeah, we'll wait a while. Because they know money's coming.
Yeah. But
You make interesting product, you make it, you cast a wide net, the people will come.
yeah,
But I like the gods and monsters thing. I keep coming back to that. Marvel has always been about people dealing with superpowers. Peter Parker is a young man, college student, high schooler dealing with these powers. Tony's a drunk dealing with being a drunk. Uh, Banner's, dealing with his anger, being the Hulk. But in DC, it's more like, these people are not, they aren't people. They have the power of, gods, lowercase g gods. They're just not human. They're inhuman, literally. Dark Side talking about he's the new gods. And then, the only real like kind of human aspect of it is the Bat family. And it's like, he's kind of a monster too, but also DC's got the Swamp Thing and Constantine and Zatanna and that whole, magical aspect too. So it's like, if Constantine comes back, if we get Keanu up there in a James Gunn movie, I think that'll be pretty cool.
I mean, maybe. But I don't know what this guy's thinking though.
Well, he made Guardians of the Galaxy relevant.
Yeah, but when he was at Marvel, he was playing in a small part of their sandbox. Now, it's his sandbox.
Well, you say he was playing in a small part of their sandbox, but at the same time, it was space.
Yeah.
And now everything in Marvel has to do with space.
Yeah, I mean, but this is a 10-year plan, and I don't know about if the Authority and Swamp Thing and Brave and the Bold starting off right at the bat with Damian Wayne and the Themyscira one. It starts off with it's like a Game of Thrones-esque drama. He said on Themyscira. I don't even know what that means.
No.
I don't even know if that means she's even in it. It could be a prequel for all we know to Wonder Woman.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what that means.
And then they have Lanterns, but it's going to be like a buddy cop thing.
Please don't be Guy Gardner. I swear he's going to do Guy Gardner.
It's Hal and John, but it's an Earthbound adventure with them as detectives, and I'm like, they are not detectives.
For Spacebound Cops, nice.
They are not detectives at all. They already have the world's greatest detective. Why would they try and? They're space cops. They're not detectives.
They're space cops.
But yeah, I don't know. I was underwhelmed from the whole announcement.
It's a DC announcement, though. This isn't D23.
I mean, I was hoping that there would be some changes.
James Gunn was the change.
Yeah, but it still sucks. It's still underwhelming. It's still trash.
Listen, this is DC, the world where I think the best Robin said, "I am whelmed."
Yeah.
So be whelmed.
I'm underwhelmed. I'm not even whelmed. I refuse to be whelmed.
They have to do something different, which has always been the problem with Marvel being a thing. Disney Marvel.
Yeah, but they haven't shown us how they get to their Avengers level of events. Like Waller gets a show. Why?
Because she's a horrible person. She's a terrible. Look at Peacemaker.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. It's Peacemaker though. So what parts of the universe are still intact?
You just have Waller sending people out on Task Team X, and just have them do comedies. It's like, oh my god, I can't believe Waller's having us do this stuff.
Yeah, but think about it though, dude. They're picking and choosing which parts that they're going to keep, and I just don't know if we can. I don't know if the Waller thing. Like that'd be like having a Nick Fury show, dude. Nick Fury is great in the background when he's doing stuff.
Secret Invasion. He's about to get one.
I mean, yeah, but that's here's the thing though. Here's the thing. At this point, we are very much invested in the MCU, right? It's not the same thing for DC. Like they have not shown us a track record. Like we've had one good movie with Amanda Waller in it and one trash movie with her in it.
Okay,
Nick Fury's been in all bangers.
I don't care. Like anything with Jared Leto, no. American Psycho is the only thing I count with Jared Leto, and that's because he gets murdered in it. Nothing with Jared Leto counts. That Suicide movie does not count.
Cedric, it's Morbin time, okay?
No.
It's Morbin time.
It's never been Morbin time.
It's always been Morbin time.
Actually, it's always been Morbin time. We just never known it.
I always knew.
Well, I've always known Jared Leto was terrible. But, you know, the second Suicide Squad,
Yeah, but I just
position Suicide Squad.
I mean, we'll see if they can pull it off for a whole season of her. Yeah, she's a villain. I don't know if how much a whole villain would do for a whole season.
I mean, John Cena's different than what's her face, Viola Davis. I forget who plays Waller. I forget her name.
Yeah, Viola Davis.
Viola Davis. Yeah, you know, John Cena is definitely different from her. Yeah. That being said, you can what's his name James Gunn has made interesting content about bad guys.
Yeah, I mean, he might be able to pull it off. I just don't feel excited for it. It just seems like a weird way to start a universe. You know, I mean, who knows? He might end up being right. But as of right now, I don't know. I don't see I don't see that plan going to something bigger. You know, because like I get like Marvel, they didn't have to start off with their whole big plan. Their 10 years leading to Thanos and Endgame, right? But the thing is,
yeah,
DC has to.
Well, they have to, yeah.
Like they have to show us the whole plan, and they showed us some stuff that seems weird and disconnected. I think that's kind of what. Go ahead.
I was just saying, I just want a roadmap to injustice. I want evil Superman.
Yeah, like they haven't shown us a roadmap to anything. It's just here's a Superman movie about his legacy, and then here's a Supergirl, and then like here's a TV show.
He has no legacy.
Don't forget though. Yeah, he's new. So what's his legacy? And then of course don't forget there's the Creature Commandos, which is an animated thing, which is going to be part of the universe too.
Yeah, they got HBO Max to do all their stuff.
And it's like, I don't know what the point of that is. You know, it seems like there's no point to it. They're not building towards the league. At least it doesn't seem like to me right now, you know?
The league is the big three.
No, that's the Trinity.
Well, the Trinity and the Lanterns.
It's the Trinity when the three of them. It's the League when they're all together, and then it's World's Finals when it's just Batman and Superman.
Honestly, you just need the Bat family. That's all we need. Give me what we want.
It's gonna be very weird though if their Batman starts off already having if we have Damian Wayne, that means he's already gone through Jason Todd. He's already gone through.
He has been assaulted by Talia al Ghul.
Yeah.
He has been sexually assaulted by Talia al Ghul. That's how Damian Wayne exists.
Which I'm sure they'll just,
gloss
over.
Yeah. Yeah, I drugged you, Bruce, and then took your manhood.
Yeah, that is a creepy thing, which I expect they were like, well, no one will say anything because Talia al Ghul is hot. It's like,
they said that at the time.
Yeah, it's like that's still wrong. Still very, very wrong.
It's still wrong. Still wrong.
Our Mercy is on point right now.
Yeah, she's doing work.
Oh God, I got rezzed right into a blade. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, Genji got me. But that's what I know people were complaining about whatever this last phase of Marvel was. But when you think about the first phase of Marvel 2, it was disjointed and it didn't make no sense either.
It made total sense. They
What
were
did Iron Man have to do with Thanos at all?
also the first phase was them building an Avengers team because they knew that hey, stuff is crazy out here.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, okay. So
And then yeah.
that's all this is for DC. They're like, okay,
Yeah, but like
we're building a
but you're
team
saying no.
because
They're going from they're going from Superman to Supergirl to maybe Wonder Woman to Batman and Damian to Swamp Thing to Creature Commandos to Waller.
what I'm thinking is they're going from okay, here's Captain uh
Oh,
Cub Scout.
and Booster Gold too.
Oh yeah, Booster Gold. So like here's Captain Cave's Cub Scout, Superman. He brings Darkseid, right? Him and Kara are like they're like, hey, like, yeah, you're cool and all, but you guys are messing up. And Booster Gold comes from the future, is like, hey, there's like really bad stuff coming on. And that's how you build a team.
That's a weird.
And then you have the Lanterns in space be like, hey, yeah, there's stuff in space. Not just Clark and Kara, but a whole bunch of other stuff. Like Darkseid.
It's still strange.
It is strange because DC makes no sense. And that's what's all weird because it's like it has nothing to do with people. People are always the byproduct in DC.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's literally like gods walking amongst men. Superman has no connection to Earth whatsoever, except Lois Lane. And then when she dies, it's like, oh no, I'm gonna kill everyone.
Yeah, sorry, Walter. I know you love Superman, but he's not the best of humanity. He has no fears because nothing can hurt him.
The moment he's inconvenienced, he becomes a fascist.
I mean, yes. Also, I hate Superman. If you're new to the channel, I hate Superman.
I'm a Batman Lantern stan, so
yeah.
You know, I tried to keep you alive. It didn't work.
It didn't work, but yeah, it's just like it's very like and also one thing I don't get is they call Superman like the Man of Tomorrow. Why is he the Man of Tomorrow just because he has powers? Also, how is he the best of us just because he has powers? Like I mean, like he looks like a moral paragon, right?
Well, he was originally like supposed to be kind of like Captain America. It's like he was so American that you know he was like that. That's what powered him. His Americanness powered him. you know, but that's not really what it was. Like, you know, Steve Rogers believed in the American dream and that like people could become better and change, blah blah blah, being strong, believing in yourself, all these other things that you know was like at the core of Steve Rogers. But Clark was a baby dropped off in Kansas.
Yeah, it seems that like the idea of Superman is different than the execution of Superman.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, we'll see. I'm sure they'll make it. I'm sure the movies will be good. It just as it stands right now, I was not impressed by the lineup. It just
I'm interested to see what Swamp Thing is.
Well, and also they also presented it very poorly, like it just being a video of James Gunn, and then like an article, right?
Up and away, yeah.
But when Marvel does it, they go on stage at Comic-Con. They have the giant screen. They have the giant presentation. They bring the stars out. They hype it up. They have some sort of video playing. It just didn't seem like we got that same kind of treatment with DC.
Oh,
they're just like, yeah, here's a thing. Please be excited for it.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't expecting anything big. I was just more like, oh yeah, interesting. I wish them all the best.
Yeah, but I mean, we'll see. Maybe it will be surprised. It is. I do think they need to stop with this whole other Batman thing, though. They need to have they need to consolidate the universe if they're going to do that. You can't. I don't care what I think Matt Miller, right? I don't care like how artsy he is and wants to do his own thing. You have to bring him a line. Either you're joining the MC or the DCU, or we find someone else. But if you keep having these multiple universes, the average person is not going to understand that they're different, and they're going to be upset that the thing that they just watched is not going to be in the next thing they just watched with the same character. Why are there two Batmans? They're not going to understand that.
Yeah, exactly. and that's like Marvel's been trying to dumb down the multiverse for ages, because basically you could see what Kang's trying to do with a whole what if storyline that Ultron did, because like these idiots are not going to get it.
Yeah.
Because like, why is there multiple Spider-Mans on screen, mommy?
Say how versed are you, child, in multiversal theory? How's your quantum physics?
Well, honey, the deep state came in and took the book, so I don't know.
But yeah, I know it just seems like DC is still gonna mess up. I think, even with James Gunn, I think it's just fundamentally broken. Honestly,
DC,
yes,
DC Warner Brothers, yes. James Gunn, I have faith in. I have more faith. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I have more faith in James Gunn than I do in Zack Snyder. Well, and I like Zack Snyder movies. That was like this last Ryan Johnson. I hate Ryan Johnson.
Yeah, he is pretty terrible.
But those Knives Out movies, I kind of like them.
Well, that's because he wasn't trying to prove a point, because it's his own thing.
No, but he's trying to he subverts expectations, and he's stupid, and the humor's dumb. Yeah, but it's like, Cedric, I kind of like it.
Sedric, on his own IP, there are no expectations.
True.
Like when you deal with someone that's 40 years old, that's a lot different than saying, "Hey, I made this thing." You know, it's like it's like in Overwatch. Some people are really great at offense, and they're fantastic, but they crumble on defense.
True.
People are different things, you know. So he might be good at it in his own sandbox. Kind of like what's his face? Like Bendis. Bendis is great on his own stuff, but I don't know if he can play well with others to do you know,
Bendis verse,
an overarching event, you know. So
yeah, well, this is James Gunn's attempt. I think Feige's the only one on his first attempt to be like perfect.
Yeah,
on building a universe, and even then, it hasn't been like, you know, perfect.
I mean, it was really good up until this last phase. Like, because every phase had like its weak points, but this one just had a lot of weak points, though.
I think they just really were like, "This is our first chance to just try whatever."
Yeah, I mean, this was a time to experiment for sure,
and they did that from Miss Marvel to
She-Hulk and
She-Hulk.
Oh yeah, I don't think we've talked about it. How did you like Phase 4?
It was exactly that. It was a chance to try out stuff that they never had. It's like we have to build something from scratch, and this isn't like there's an expectation now. So we have to do certain things. We have to have the quippy jokes. We have to have them getting their uniform. We have to have the friend, the potential love interest, the backstory, the people from another place that connect to other things. And, you know, it's like, okay. It's like, good for you. You know, it's a start. I like Shang-Chi. I want more of him.
What were your highlights of Phase 4, and what were your lowlights?
Shang-Chi was my highlight.
It was pretty good.
Just because it's like anime movies are a thing now.
Yeah, I don't want to hear any excuses that they can't do anime fighting in live action.
Between that and then the Full Metal Alchemist live action movies and Rurouni Kenshin, yeah, it's like there's no reason.
And then what were your lowlights?
Low light would what was well, no, actually, was Far From Home was in 4, right?
Yeah. No, it was. I think it was No Way. Far From Home was the end of Phase 3 because it came out right after Endgame. No Way Home is in Phase 4.
Oh, okay. No Way Home was strange.
Yeah.
I like No Way Home.
I did. I like it.
I like the other. That wasn't a highlight though. I like seeing the Tobys, the Toby memes.
Yeah, they did the meme.
They did the meme. Hey, I'm looking at you. But low light, I just Marvel TV in general.
Yeah, it was pretty trash.
It try hard, and the pacing was all over the place. They really tried to jam a whole bunch of stuff into it.
They ruined Miss Marvel. I was.
I knew you were going to be pissed about that.
Oh, dude,
Yeah, I don't think we haven't talked about that since.
Yeah, Miss Marvel is like
she's a mutant.
Yeah, Cedric, I had so many problems. Many problems. So for one, yeah, she's a mutant, which I didn't like. So I like her as a human because that means she gets to talk to the giant dog with the fork on his head. I actually like Inhumans. I like them, but I guess they're dead. So screw them. Even though we saw Black Bolt like a week after we saw Miss Marvel,
Right.
But so like they changed that. Her powers completely different. I hated them. I hated them entirely. They were the worst thing I've ever seen ever. And then like I like how at the end they're like she said embiggen. No, don't act like you've thought that this entire time. No, you know what, Cedric? That's our word. You can't have.
You can't have that.
Yeah, I'm like, they act like, oh yeah, we totally meant for her to say embiggen this entire time. No, you didn't. Shut up.
No.
Now the thing that kind of pained me the most about Miss Marvel is that every single actor and actress that they got was perfect for the role. It was honestly, I think it was only the writers that let that down.
Well, I again, just the amount that they were trying to like. Okay, we need to get to the mutants. We need to get to the people from the other planets. We need to get the other things in. We need to get the connections and the people. It's just like
did you forget about Eternals?
No.
Oh, okay, because I did for a second until just right now.
I did.
I've often forgot about them. But no, yeah, Miss Marvel was kind of trash. Then what do you call it? Falcon Winter Soldier, I liked it, but like I feel like it had a weak ending, and like I feel like it wasn't compelling enough. Like what they were doing. Yeah, go ahead.
And it just made the whole like the Avengers are racist just kind of set home for me too, especially when Ant-Man comes out. Because it's like Scott Lang can make money, but Falcon needs to ask for a loan.
Well, and the crazy thing is because Scott is an actual convicted felon.
Yeah.
And then you got an actual war hero suffering to get a loan.
Veteran, war hero, served with Captain America. I'm on your left.
Right.
All of that.
Also, it was kind of stupid though for Sam to give the shield up though, and in the beginning, that was very dumb of him.
That was always dumb.
It's like no, the man gave you the shield.
Well, but even that, they're like, we need to get to the defenders. We need to link in the other people from the other thing and get to the stuff.
Which I mean, linking stuff is fine, but it's just they didn't do it in a good way. I don't think.
Not this phase. No.
I did like Isaiah Bradley. That was pretty cool.
Yes.
Red, black, and or it was a red, black, and white, or red, black, and shoot something. His the comic
Black Super Soldier.
Yeah. I love that.
Oh God.
Oh, don't die.
Having it just like. They're like, we need to connect. We need to get the verses together. And it's like, just at a certain point, like, okay, tell the story.
Yeah. What about Black Widow being in Phase 4, man? How do you think about that?
Oh, that was the worst.
Because, like, she's already dead.
Yeah.
Like, there was literally no point to them making that movie. It didn't bring anything new. They ruined Taskmaster.
Yep.
And like they could have made Taskmaster a female. That's fine, but they made her power the chip in her
Black
head.
Widow. Yeah. Oh yeah, she's basically Black Widow with a chip in her head.
Yeah, and it's like, well, that's not at all how it should be.
Taskmaster is a great character.
He was.
Right. Was.
I mean, and then Moon Knight was good. I liked Moon Knight.
Moon Knight was great.
Yeah.
Moon Knight was like a sign of things that they could do.
Yeah.
Well,
like the one scene that I knew, I could tell that show was great was when what do you call it? When the episode where it ended, where both versions of him were in the hospital, and they saw the hippo goddess, and it ended with them both yelling and screaming and stuff. And the fact that Oscar Isaac yelled totally naturally in two different forms, two different ways. Like some of the I'm like, this man can act. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
He didn't deserve Star Wars, man. He didn't deserve that.
Oh, he needed the Admiral to tell him something.
Anything. I'm still mad about Last Jedi.
But
it didn't make no sense. But anyways, though. No. But I mean, so that one was good. Let's see what else. I mean, What If was kind of I was kind of indifferent about it.
But that was another thing. There's like, we're just going to throw things at the wall at these Marvel fans.
It was weird.
The newbies, the people that aren't really fans, but then the stuff that's going to nod to the deep lore. But it's just these normies that's like, oh, there's multiple Doctor Stranges and he can interact with multiple Rachels and do other stuff. Ooh, that's interesting. And it's not going to blow their minds when they see it on screen.
Doctor Strange was also weird for me. It wasn't bad, but
it wasn't good.
I still don't really believe in Wanda's turn to the dark side, honestly. It seems way too out of character. And the fact that Strange didn't show up when she was doing her WandaVision stuff, like that doesn't seem like it makes sense to me, honestly.
Well, between that and then if they could have just had the X-Men, if they could have had mutants, it could have made it would have made a whole lot more sense. Because then it's like, they could have done that whole Wanda, you're losing your mind. I'm okay. I have children. No, you don't, Wanda.
Right?
Shut up. They could do that, but they don't.
Oh, also, side note, in Doctor Strange, right? The opening scene when he went to What's-Her-Face's wedding. How mad would you be if you were that chick's new husband, and her ex shows up and then has to casually fly out your window to go save the world?
Yeah. I'm just stunned on you real quick.
Yeah, real quick, Also, I think she. I'm glad she's no longer in the picture because she was stupid. She's like, you always have to be in control. Oh, you mean how I save all existence? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm out here saving the world right now.
Well, that's what they need is, and that's the thing with Marvel. It's like Marvel, they have those arguments.
Yeah.
In DC, there is no argument. I'm the Flash. Shut up.
Yeah.
I'm an intergalactic space force called the Lantern. Shut up.
All right.
You
will love me no matter how dangerous my life gets.
You need me no matter how much you hate me.
Yeah.
But Peter Parker's like, I got tests, and I created all of my villains.
Yeah. Also, it didn't make sense about how he ruined Spider-Man's multiverse thing. Like the No Way Home. I'm like, why wouldn't they have discussed who would be immune from the mind thing before? That just seems weird and very stupid.
I think that was just the slapshot version of them trying to go, oh, yeah, Steven, you always think you know everything, which he does. But that's Reed. Reed Richards is that person. Yeah.
Of course, Reed got turned into spaghetti. That was pretty funny.
Well, I really hope they do Reed right, because they didn't do Tony right because of Robert Downey Jr. and all his I'm not being an alcoholic because I was an alcoholic in real life.
I mean, he kind of was in the movie though.
A little bit,
but
not like was it Devil in the Bottle, whatever.
Demon in the Bottle, yeah.
Nothing like that bad.
Now, there is one thing from Phase 4 we haven't talked about.
King!
No. You know who.
She-Hulk?
Yes. What did you think about She-Hulk?
Again, they were just throwing stuff at the wall to see what was going to work. And they tried.
Did they?
And it was funny.
Was it?
Sometimes I got Daredevil. I got.
Did you?
Megan the Stallion. I got that Frogger guy. You know, who thought that was going to happen?
No one.
You know?
No one ever.
No one ever thought that was going to happen.
And also, no one wanted it.
No one ever asked for it. Just like no one asked for a lot of that stuff. But they had to connect the universe. They needed to have a legal defense to get Matt Murdock in somehow. They needed to have some way to get Bruce
Cedric,
in there to say, hey, I'm going off planet to have a son.
Sedric, they didn't even know how to write legal drama. Like the writers said that. They didn't know how to write legal. So why are you doing a legal show?
And that sounds like a problem for the people paying them.
Yeah, that's very stupid. And then also, so Tatiana Maslany, I think, is a great choice for She-Hulk. This is another case.
Actress.
It's another case of like with Ms. Marvel, right? They got a good actress and a good cast. I like the cast, but that writing was wrong. And then at the end, say, "Oh, by the way, here's Scar, son of the Hulk." What?
Okay, I appreciate the nod to breaking the fourth wall. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But then to do like, this ending's not what I like. I'm like, oh.
They got rid of all the consequences. They just changed it. Basically, they made the previous episodes not matter.
Yes, they took away all the stakes.
Yeah.
Which is what a TV show, reality TV. Okay, it's just like, why is MILF Manor on the Learning Channel? Because of drama.
It was super bad.
And if you're going to do an ending for that, save it for Deadpool.
Yeah.
Save it for Deadpool takes on the Marvel Universe.
Because now there's no reason why she can't just do something like that again.
Well, and if you use it again, you're like, oh, well, we already did it.
It's just, I was not happy with She-Hulk at all, dude.
They already broke the third wall or the fourth wall. They've done all this other stuff. Don't rewrite the ending.
And then, like, one thing I thought was hilarious. So, like, she was mad about the whole revenge rape porn thing that happened to her, right? Which, as she should be.
Understandably,
her reaction to that was valid. But did you notice though, when at the end, she wanted the dude who was like the mastermind. She wanted him, and she wanted Emil Blonsky to be accountable, quote unquote, right? But do you know who didn't get held accountable besides her? The guy who actually filmed her and did the assault on her. She never wanted him to be held accountable.
Oh yeah, nothing happened to him.
I'm like, are we gonna let that go? Is it because he was she thought he was cute or something? Cause like he's the guy who actually did it, and I think yeah.
Go ahead.
I just like you wouldn't want to be accountable except for the guy who did the actual bad thing or the worst thing.
Well, I think that was just bad writing.
Yeah,
I think they just forgot about him.
But Sedric, he was just in the episode.
That doesn't mean anything.
It means everything.
They don't remember who's in each episode.
There was like 7 characters.
Yeah, I honestly think they just forgot about him. That's right.
Yeah.
Because and that's the thing. The second he went on a date with her, that annoying guy who's part of that group that gets the whole blood serum thing, whatever.
Yeah.
That guy, the second I saw him on a date, I'm like, oh, he's coming back.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's too important or he's too big of an actor to not have multiple appearances.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, of course he's part of the evil group that's, trying to steal the whole family's blood.
It just so many things in that show just did not make sense.
I would have been fine with Jessica punching that dude in the face.
I mean, he would have died.
Like I said, I would have been fine with that.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we out here in Murder Town.
Again, if this was Zatanna, okay, and someone released revenge porn on Zatanna, what would Zatanna do?
She would say their name backwards and erase them from existence. But that's
on a Tuesday.
but that's
on
peaceful.
A Tuesday.
That's peaceful though, because she didn't kill them. She just made it so that they didn't exist.
I was thinking like she would replace his butt with his face, and he'd have to walk around with his face in his pants all day.
But also, I don't think it would happen to Zatanna though.
But just I'm just saying, like, if they were to write something like this and do it in the Marvel way, there would have been like, Zatanna would rewrite time to make it so that she never met the dude, or right before she met the dude, she stopped herself from going home with him. It's like, no, Zatanna would have destroyed him.
Or Zatanna, or she could have been like, her first reaction would probably be to be upset and cry about it, which, I mean, that makes sense. You've just been exposed. But see, her father, though, is Dr. Fate, and is not bound by any rules. I mean, at least if you go by the version from Young Justice, right? Her dad became Zatara became Dr. Fate. He can handle it. And then then her hands are clean, legally.
The Lords of God and Order, or Law and Order, or whatever.
The Lords of Order, yeah, they can't. Yeah. Now, Wonder Woman would execute him in front of everybody.
Oh, she'd behead him.
Yeah. He would definitely be executed. But it's just that they had that whole scene. All that was handled poorly. And then I didn't like her origin, because in the comics, she got the blood transfusion because she was standing up to like the mob, right? And she wouldn't back down. That's a hero's origin. This one, she got it because a Sakaar ship didn't know how to approach the Hulk better, and then she and the Hulk, instead of freaking out and going Hulk, just stayed him and needed to be rescued because they couldn't have a man rescue a woman in the show.
We had a limiter on.
No. And then Cedric, I want you to tell me right now. You saw the whole show, right?
Yes.
Explain to me, why did Titania attack the courthouse in episode 1?
To get her brand off the line. Or something. I don't know.
You don't know. And why was she not put in jail immediately for doing that? Why was she not having her power stripped immediately?
I'm going to tell you why. Because she rewrote the end at the end, and it doesn't matter.
No, but like episode 2, she was already out and doing her own thing, and then they let her trademark She-Hulk. They let her take She-Hulk to court and stuff. Like,
none of it matters.
Like, how is that even allowed?
It's like, and that's what I honestly felt like this was a play test for Deadpool. The breaking of the fourth wall,
Deadpool is good
storyline. Yeah, it is. And Ryan Reynolds is amazing. It's just Jessica Walters isn't Wade Wilson. They're two completely different things. And I get wanting to have She-Hulk embrace her femininity and her sexuality, but then the rest of the story, just like you said, it just kind of falls apart when you start to look at it, because it's like, oh yeah, so what happened to the dude who actually blackmailed her?
Yeah,
nothing.
And then also Cedric, like, she wanted Emil to take accountability. All he did was, so I mean, yes, he transformed in order to to do his little motivational speeches, right? But he wasn't part of the intelligentsia. He wasn't using his powers for evil. He just used it to to make money for his retreat, right?
Capitalism.
Huh?
Capitalism. He's making money by using his talents. Yes.
Yeah, and then when the moment Emil found out what was happening, and the other dude turned into a Hulk, what was the first thing Emil did as Abomination? He put Jennifer out of the way to keep her safe. And her first thing was he should go to jail. But how many times has she bent the rules, and then everything been okay?
Oh, because she's a lawyer.
Yeah, and it's like, come on.
The lawyers are garbage.
And also, honestly,
Matt Murdock though. I love Matt Murdock.
Why would they not want to embrace a reformed Emil? And also, when they put She-Hulk in jail, right? And took her powers. Why would you do that? You understand aliens are out there. You need every superhuman you can get.
Actually, I'm about to blow your mind. You know what the most ridiculous thing about all of it is? They're upset that Abomination and Hulk destroyed Harlem. They weren't like, it's green on green violence. They're just a bunch of thugs destroying their community.
I mean, yeah.
A bunch of Hulks hulking out on a Saturday night, destroying Harlem. You know?
Yeah.
I'm surprised, they were even mad at Emil. But they were.
I mean, I think they were more mad at him because he betrayed the U.S. government in their eyes.
But they're trying to get to Defenders anyways. What's her name? The girl from Seinfeld is going to be Defender lady. Harrison Ford.
She's going to be Madam Hydra.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I actually like Val. I think she's great. She's a insidious villain who makes you laugh, and you don't think of her as a villain until it's too late. You know,
it's too late. Yeah. Which is the opposite of Waller, where Waller's like, I'm terrible and evil, and
she's
I hate
like, I want you to know from the jump I'm evil. But see, but Waller's always so prepared. It's like, yeah, what are you gonna do about it though?
Yeah, exactly. It kind of describes Batman also.
Yeah, Batman's not evil. Batman's only pure good. And
chaotic, lawful good.
And honestly, shame on you for even hinting at that.
Chaotic good.
He is the best out of all of us. See,
oh no, Tom.
I believe Batman is a better hero for humanity than Superman is, because Superman is someone who, in his conscious life, has never really suffered anything bad happening to him, or known any pain, which allows him to be the good Boy Scout. Batman is someone who was born with everything, then lost what was super important to him, and had to learn to kind of come back from that. And on top of that, Sedric, he knows what his limits are. He knows what he can and can't be trusted with. He's a show of restraint, and he's a show of overcoming a lot of stuff. Because like Batman is a good example of, yeah, money is great, but it ain't everything.
Well, that's why I think Matt Reeves is the Batman. Did a good job of. It's like, he was willing to sacrifice himself at the end. He's like, I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to try. I don't know if I'm going to survive, but I'm going to try.
Yeah, and Batman has never cared about his money. He only cares about the mission of making sure that, there's not a little boy in an alley ever seeing his parents gunned down,
Or his life. He's never cared about his life either.
I mean, yeah, it's true. Yeah. Like the money is just there as a way as the way to fuel Batman.
Yes. Exactly. Which makes Lucius Fox so, nice.
But yeah,
because Lucius can handle the money. But it's they want to get to the Thunderbolts. They want to get to. Oh, I kept saying Defenders. I meant Thunderbolts.
I wasn't gonna make you feel bad, Sedric. I didn't want to say anything.
I should have said something. I look like a fool.
I mean, a little bit. Yeah, you did. Not gonna lie.
So like the Defenders were on Netflix, and there was a hole, and Daredevil fell down it, and then like he came back. Remember? Remember the hole?
I do.
Remember the hand and the hole?
That's a weird way to put it, but yes, I remember those things you said. They did happen.
They did happen.
Also, do you think that they'll bring back Iron Fist guy? Because I believe everyone else is getting brought back so far that we know of, right?
Not him specifically. The character, yes.
I don't think it was his fault, man.
I think it was.
I think we've been too hard on him for too long, man.
I don't know. Like he did okay. You can't go running around saying I'm Danny Rand from Kunlun Iron Fist. I expect to get anything done.
Yeah, I mean that's the writer's fault. I also didn't like how they made him seem like a child. Like this man straight up murdered a dragon and has grown up with other adults. So why is he childlike?
You mean a child wouldn't run around saying their name and their title and where they're from?
It was very weird. It was very strange. But I know Mike Coulter's probably coming back.
I heard he just because he's busy on like that other evil show or whatever show.
Yeah. Well,
He's
and also apparently they have to wait until the contracts from Netflix for each thing run out too.
oh, the IP runs out. That's dumb.
Yeah, because I believe like the day the Daredevil one ran out, that they announced Daredevil.
Oh,
Yeah, they gotta wait till those contracts are released. I know Jessica Jones is already confirmed to come back.
yeah. I think she's supposed to show up in the Daredevil TV show.
Yeah, but yeah, Phase 4 was
Mid,
kind of
mid at best.
Oh well, I got just rocked in the face. That was crazy.
Oh, he's good. We got a tiger mask, a bob. When did that happen?
I don't know what else to do. I don't even look at the skins anymore. And now
That's
that
another
now that you can't earn skins anymore, I don't really care.
right. Well, that's another cool thing, about Fortnite is that you can have like the Mandalorian shooting at Spider Gwen.
And Naruto, he's in there. Naruto and Ichigo, not Ichigo. What's his face? Goku.
Oh, yeah, I got an Araka skin.
That's pretty cool.
So
Very
it's like
cool.
they had a Deku and Bakugo skin. Yeah, it's just crazy. But like it was very mid. There are two things I want from Marvel going forward. Doom, and God Emperor Kang.
Well, I'm pretty sure we'll get Kang very soon.
Well, Kang's coming, but I want the Secret Wars, like when they have God Emperor Doom. I want that to be Kang.
But
just because it's Jonathan Majors. Yes, I know.
What if he's also Doom?
I'm fine. Like Doom can also be God Emperor. I'm like I'm fine with
what
that.
if Jonathan Majors also plays Doom?
oh, if he also plays Doom, I'm fine with that too. It's the multiverse. This is art now.
Yeah.
Dance with me, David.
This is art.
This is the multiverse now.
But yeah, I'm excited for Doom. I want to see Galactus. I want to see how they handle Jonathan Richards. Because he's the actual top tier of the heroes.
Him and the Molecular Man, those two are key going forward.
Yeah. Molecule Man's pretty crazy. Which I'm sure he'll be part of the final Avengers movie or the Phase 5 movies. Or sorry,
yeah, he needs to come up for them to do their stuff with Battleworld.
Yeah, I am very curious on how they're gonna go for it. But I wonder, will Marvel go beyond Phase 6?
My original thought, and this was my original thought, was that they were going to do till Secret Wars, Battle Wars, whatever, and then when Jonathan Richards reboots everything, that's when they'll start having like recasted Wolverine, and they can clear out like all those contracts will really be Marvel or in Disney and not spread out all over the place. So then they can do other stuff. And that's what I was thinking.
Right.
I don't know what you were thinking.
Honestly, like, because it seems like they've burned through a lot of the best stories. You know, so I don't know how. I think they either have to do Avengers next and then start doing a bunch of new stuff. They could do Avengers Academy, which can only take you so far. I mean, the X-Men can take you a pretty long way. Honestly,
but, I mean, they could do Age of Apocalypse.
Again,
well, they've done that already. They've done those. I mean, but the Marvel way. I should take that back. The Marvel way.
It technically was not them.
Not the Bryan Singer way.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't like him around here. Around these parts. No. Hey, you know what I miss in Overwatch? Remember when you would end a match and then you would like see like your progress? Now you just see your tier in the battle pass, which resets every 3 months.
Because they hate you.
And dude, they took the border away. They took the stars away. They took On Fire away. Like, what was the point?
They hate you?
I mean, maybe.
Well, they hate everyone. Let's be honest. That just everyone is hated.
Yeah.
It's like, you want a character? Buy the battle pass. Why can't I just have him? No.
Yeah. They anger me. They anger me so much.
But that's like, that's kind of like why with DC and the James Gunn announcement, it's kind of like, oh, Overwatch announced a new hero. Cool. All right. Nice.
But too bad
Can I play them? No.
Too bad you can't unlock it. Pay me money.
Yeah. So other people will have an advantage if they give you money? Yes.
Yeah, I like it. It kind of sucked that, what do you call it? People had Ramatra before, like, everyone else could. Like that actually is an advantage because he was so powerful.
Right. It's not even. It's like, oh yeah, we're just gonna a character that can do moves that only people that pay us can use. Fair and balanced.
Mm.
Much like everything else in this world.
Yeah. Oh man, I think we forgot what we were talking about. I think it was DC, but then it was so uninteresting that Marvel was better talked about.
Yes.
I don't know, man. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like the DC thing. I don't. I think it's unsavable, honestly. At this point.
If at the end of the day they make more money than they put into it, they will see it as a win.
Yeah, well, we'll see if they actually make more money than they put into it.
Because like the Batgirl, they lost a whole bunch of money on that.
But it was a write-off, and it helped them somehow because business.
Which I don't understand why people don't get that more. It's like there are tons of things that actually get released even that are tax write-offs.
I mean, when you see a quote unquote big movie released in February, that's because they don't believe in it.
I mean, the scheduling, the everything. There's nothing that doesn't go to plan in the Matrix. We're in the Matrix. Andrew Tate's got us. We're in the Matrix.
Yeah.
Actually, that's I'm surprised they didn't talk about that in She-Hulk. Like the intelligentsia was kind of that, but like that whole Andrew Tate mess.
I think it was probably filmed way ahead of time, right? So.
Well, I know, just like people like him though, because I think he was still kind of. Oh, he's probably going to come up eventually though, because he was still kind of around at that time. I think. Maybe I don't know.
I only just started hearing about him after the whole him getting arrested thing.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're lucky.
I am not about that social media life that much.
You don't have brain rot?
No, I have brain good.
Brain good.
I have brain good. That's.
Oh god.
I killed Bastion. Wow, how did we take that with the whole enemy team right there?
I don't know.
Was that a C9?
That was A5 Wagyu. Oh, I got.
Hey, let's mock them real quick and be toxic.
Let's do Fortnite emotes.
I killed Bastion again. No, it's hilarious. I came out of spawn and just killed him immediately. It's hilarious.
Because like Marvel always tries, like they'll try and add stuff in from the real world and be like, it's kind of like the real world.
We have commentary.
Yeah.
I'm sure stuff like that will get included. Are you? I just realized today. Are you excited for another election cycle? I'm sure we'll see a lot of that in Marvel and DC coming up.
Well, that was my favorite part of Winter Soldier, Captain Falcon, Winter Soldier. There was the political intrigue.
Yeah.
Remember when Sam was like, "Do better,"
Yeah, that was a very weak ending, dude. I was so mad.
and the world leaders were like, "Eh."
I mean, because it's kind of hard to have an argument about like, hey, we were gone for 5 years. Can we have our life back? And then people are like, no, we liked it the way it was.
Like we're gonna put it back to the massive inequality and like people starving and poor. Yes, we want to go back to that. I don't like that. I don't care.
I want what I want.
I was gone for 5 years. Now I'm telling you to do stuff different.
I mean, yeah, that would be. I mean, honestly, dude, there should be like crazy poverty in the Marvel world, like because there's no way people would have said, people, hey, I'm sorry you came back, and I know that being gone for 5 years is hard, but we were here through all that.
Yeah.
No, I'm keeping the house. I'm keeping all the money. This is mine now.
Well, and again, it's kind of get glossed over, but I forget who it was, but someone actually did like a kind of a thing about how Marvel, they're just like nothing ever, like the world doesn't actually get better.
Yeah.
Because like Tony has access to like unlimited energy. What does he use it for? His suit.
To be fair, the suit is pretty dope.
No, it is dope. Does he ever give it to his best friend in the world? No.
No,
Does he give it to his girlfriend? Yes.
He did give it to her, yes.
Did he give one for his child? Yes, in a deleted scene. The best he does for his friend is like, make sure he can walk again.
Yep, and get out there in your outdated suit.
And then get back out there in the same suit.
They have never given me a good explanation as to why he treats Shredder the way he does in terms of his tech. Like, I know he doesn't like giving his tech away, but this is your friend. If you really didn't want him to have the suit, take it back from him. Don't let him keep it.
Don't let him be, War Machine. Be something else. Be Peace Machine. I don't know.
Yeah.
But don't run the same exact platform that he's running and expect him not to want upgrades.
Like, Tony's got nanotech and all that stuff. Why haven't you given your friend the same stuff, man?
Why hasn't he used it in the rest of the world?
Yeah.
Why is he hoarding it for himself? He's like, no, I'm holding it on for myself.
I mean, I get it. You can't really trust the rest of the world with it. I get it. But there's got to be a way for him to administer stuff in a more helpful way.
Even like the medical field. Something.
Yeah.
I understand like the super serum soldier.
All he did was take that one guy's took Mysterio's virtual reality tech and make it like a therapy thing.
Yeah.
Which then also Spider-Man giving up Edith was the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. If you can't handle the power, then just don't use it.
Well, Peter's a child, so.
But still, to quote Nick Fury, you've been to space.
This is true. But that's there's a whole bunch wrong with Spider-Man decisions. Let's not talk about this world-changing spell at all.
Yeah.
Oh no! But they have all these problems that they could apply their used to. The Eternals, like, we want to make the world better. They just end up causing wars.
Well, because we know that their true purpose was just to make energy for the Celestials,
Well, but then they find that out, and then what do? We're going to go into hiding.
Well, no. They found out about the true purpose in the movie, like, and then immediately tried to fight back. But before that, they thought their job was done. Remember?
Honestly, no.
I mean, I get it. It was a bad movie. I don't get how they gave that big of a movie to Chloe Zhao when she only did like 3 films before. And then they let her make some like weird art project with it. And I'm like, yo, that's not a platform for some new person to be just.
It was a family movie.
Was it?
It's like we got problems as a family and we're coming together to solve them. I mean, that was the theme of the movie, basically.
Was it?
Basically.
What? I don't believe it.
It's like we're a family, the superpowered family, and like, you know, the world may be ending to like this giant thing in the ocean. That's another thing. Like Tiamat's just standing in the ocean, and all we've gotten is an article on a computer in She-Hulk.
Yeah, you would think that'd be like, hey guys, a giant man is in the ocean right now.
Just chilling in the ocean. You want to talk about it? Eh.
I did hear rumors that might be how they introduced adamantium.
Well, but even still, you could animantium, mutants, activating X genes, just being mined for vibranium, like, you know, whatever. You could do so much stuff with it, but they've had so many movies of silence, so many TV shows of just it could become a destination spot for rich people like Abu Dhabi.
Yeah,
but no, they're just
you would think that would be super duper important, but alas, no.
Because apparently it was happening like around the same time that was it Far From Home was happening.
Yeah, a lot of things happen
like,
all at once.
It's like, oh well, you know, maybe it was an elemental. No, that makes no sense because it's just chilling there.
Yeah,
and then you know it was Mysterio also, so that also makes no sense.
There's so much wrong. I think we're due to their management. I think we're going to be heading towards superhero burnout in the next couple of years, dude. Honestly.
Oh, I definitely think we're heading towards superhero burnout, and they're going to start farming manga and anime. We're already getting One Piece live action,
which is just not a good idea. One Piece is not one thing that is not something that can be translated like that.
Watch your tongue, sir. But One Piece.
I'm just saying, One Piece is.
Oda was involved.
One Piece is. I mean, it's already mid piece. Okay.
The copium is real until it comes out.
Nope. Like it's a weird show. Maybe one day we should do like a video where I talk about like all reasons why I hate One Piece, and then just watch you just try and convert me.
And then you get dunked on.
I don't think so.
What? Because it's weird characters, but at the same time tackles on subjects like slavery and fascism and private military corporations and dictators.
I mean, I think others have done that, but also better, while also having better art.
What? Evangelion? That made sense.
I mean, it makes sense for other things. But yeah, I have a maybe we should do one day a video of why I dislike One Piece greatly.
You know what? I think, and you're gonna love this energy on this. I think I should invite you onto my Twitch channel, and I should try and convert you to One Piece.
Are you prepared for a challenge of that magnitude?
I'm gonna have to prepare a little because I'd have to come correct.
Because you know how I feel about One Piece.
I do. It's on par with Superman.
I actually like One Piece more than Superman. If I had to pick.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like on par. It's like
it's close. It's very close. I don't think I hate.
You had to choose.
If I had to choose one thing to be, if I had to be a fan, I would choose One Piece over Superman every time.
Well, and I know it's like, okay, you know, like the Shonen Holy Trinity. I know you're picking Naruto.
Yeah, I basically for me it goes Naruto, then Bleach.
Oh my god.
Then nothing. Then My Hero Academia. Then One Piece.
Even though Naruto is only 700 something episodes, and 40% of it is filler.
I mean, first and foremost, I like filler more than just I'm gonna watch Luffy's hand clench and do a bunch of zoom ins and then go Luffy, Nami, Sanji, Usopp. That's the recap. We're done with the episode for the day, guys.
Oh no, I remember too. Oh god, I remember why you don't like it.
Uh,
Your favorite character's a donut.
I mean, to be fair, so I kind of liked it, and then I was like, okay, these guys are kind of cool. And then when they killed my favorite character, I'm like, well, I mean, that was it. I didn't have anything else to watch.
Yeah, he's a
And
donut.
no, they killed both my favorite characters back to back.
Oh yeah, the same day.
Yeah, the same day. I'm like, yo, you just don't want me to watch One Piece. All right, cool.
Yeah, that's right.
So it just
To be fair, not many shows have made people cry over a boat burning. Okay.
I mean,
When the Mary spoilers died.
I know it didn't die. Luffy abandoned it.
Okay, Usopp.
I mean, that's what happens when you don't want your ship anymore, and you want a new ship. Broken. You abandon that ship.
It was broken. It couldn't sail.
I mean, that's how you feel about your Nakama. I guess the whole story of One Piece is a lie. That's crazy.
Technically,
that's crazy.
Came back to pilot the ship.
That's crazy how he just betrayed his Nakama like that. You're no longer useful to me. That's crazy.
It was a ghost ship. And
that's
then
insane.
Mary was like, "Go on and have adventures without me, because I'm useless to you."
Yeah, that's her internalizing the abuse. That's crazy, man.
You know who's also useless to them?
Who?
Ace.
I mean, Ace is super useful.
He's dead.
And why did he die?
Because he got a hole punched in his chest.
Because he was protecting Luffy.
Yes, the main character.
Point is, I have a great dislike of One Piece, and you are going to have a very difficult time trying to convince me otherwise.
I'm just saying, it is the best around.
It has some cool concepts. I'll give it that. But overall, I think the level that people think, like that a lot of the fans think it's at, is a little too high.
The military infiltrating workers' unions in Any's lobby to subvert the workers.
Anything that has to do with military or government politics, Gundam has already done better.
Well, we're not talking about Gundam. We're talking about shonens.
First off, Sedric,
no,
we are always talking about Gundam.
This is different.
Everything is Gundam.
Well, actually, I was just watching something interesting about why Gundam Seed is the best.
Who?
And how Jesus Yamato is the best. And
who out here is lying to you like this?
I don't know. It came up. I was you watch stuff and then YouTube recommends stuff.
I really feel like you just out here assaulted my ears. What you just said.
No, like they literally are like, Seed is not recognized for how good it is, and Jesus Yamato is the best. And I was like, I can't watch this because anyone who says Jesus Yamato, oh my god, is a good pilot.
Yeah, like he was really good in the first half when he had the Strike Gundam. And then he got the auto win button called Freedom. And then he just stopped being interesting. Like basically, once he got Freedom, he was the One Piece of Gundam pilots.
No. He's the Bordeaux.
He was boring, uninspired, and the same thing on loop over and over again. With a lot of the same intro parts being played over and over again.
You just jelly about the music.
What music?
Nami, Robin, Usopp.
Sedric, you remember when I tried watching it? I'm like, it's the first 10 minutes.
A bad season.
Is the first? You mean all of them?
No. Dude, Wano is insane. Remember when the Goku jumped on, rode a wave with the Kamehameha?
When he did the grind? Yeah, because that was the one strategy thing he's ever done in his life almost.
Wano has been full of, moments like that. With energy attacks and stuff.
I mean,
and Kaido has just been eating them. I thought I squelched it. Y'all healers are cracked. I'm not cracked.
No, cracked is a good thing.
Oh, cool.
Crack means y'all doing really good.
It's like, how dare you insult me? But they. Yeah, One Piece is just better.
It's really not.
Yes,
It's really not.
it is.
It's really not.
What you want to know? It's funny. Oda has canonically said that if One Piece was in the real world, like Luffy would be like Brazilian, Zoro would be from Japan, Usopp would be from Africa, Sanji would be French because he's a cook.
The lying cowards from Africa. Thanks, Oda.
No, because it's just
thanks, Oda. Thanks, Oda. Thank you. I love it. I love it. That's awesome.
Well, also he has a gun, so you can add that too. He's a shooter. He's a shooter.
That's crazy.
But get this. People were upset because like they made Usopp black. That's not canon. That's not real. Usopp's not black. And Oda's like, well, he would like it in the world of One Piece. There are tons of different people would have been from all over the place. You know, Nami is like Swiss or something.
Yeah, she's from the Nordic area for sure.
And it's like Sanji is French. Why? Because he cooks. That's super generalized. He smokes and cooks.
Like
French.
Oda writes other people in the world like a child who's heard of people from other parts of the world.
Right? And then like when you go to Alabaster, what is Alabaster? Egypt. It's just like a kid heard of Egypt.
Yeah, he's like this. It's like this is Egypt.
Yes. You know, a Drum Island is like, let's just do a Christmas Island.
Yeah, you know, I mean,
Chopper is basically Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but he has a blue nose.
Yeah, I mean, they're interesting concepts, but I don't know, man. It's just not my cup of tea.
No, I get it.
Now, by the way, I don't know if you've been following the Boruto manga though.
No.
So, you saw like the first episode of Boruto, right? Like the whole time skip forward thing.
Yeah, it was like, you killed my daddy.
No. So like what he says, I'll send you to where I sent the seventh, and we were like, what does that mean? We just saw in the manga what that means. So Kawaki's like, hey, I need to kill all the Otsutsuki because they're gonna really run this planet through the ringer, right? And he's like, here's the thing though, you're not strong enough to do it after now that you no longer have the Nine Tails. And also I had to kill your son because he's an Otsutsuki now. So you got to go. So this man in the last chapter rolled up on Naruto, Hinata, and sent them to another universe. And it looks like they're going to be there for the whole time skip.
Oh
so he just took Naruto out of the equation, and we're like, oh, that's what he meant.
That's dumb.
That sounds about right.
That was almost as dumb as taking the Nine Tails away.
To be fair, he didn't take it away. He burned his energy. Basically, he did an eight gates thing, but it was only for the Nine Tails. But
yeah, well, you.
The manga has been pretty good. The manga has been pretty good.
Well, you know what's happening right now in One Piece? They met Vegapunk.
Okay, that's cool. It only took 85 years.
And Vegapunk has several bodies and is a devil fruit user.
Oh, that's crazy. A mysterious character who has several bodies? Yo,
and
man.
Guess what? He uses a satellite that kind of looks like an apple that sits on the top of his head.
That's crazy. I've never seen a bad guy who had multiple bodies like that.
He's a good guy, actually.
I don't believe you.
He works he uses the world government's money, but at the same time, he just funds his own research and then gives them like the worst of his equipment. Is the basic concept. He's known Dragon, Kuma, who's a revolutionary. He's worked with Kuma and stuff. The lady who who keeps saying like she had Whitebeard's kid. He made a clone of her, and she's been undercover with CP0 the whole time and like just backstabbed Lucci.
Cool.
And like Lucci was like, Lucci got knocked out by Luffy real quick when he was in his god mode. And then when he comes back to, he's like, we gotta go get him. And then this clone lady just knocked him out like super quick too.
Oh yeah.
Him and Giraffe Dude.
When Luffy got his god mode, I'm like, that's crazy. I've never seen a shonen main character achieve a glowing god mode.
Wait, but when would it normally happen?
Huh?
when would it normally happen?
What, becoming a god?
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm just saying that it was very shonen.
It was very shonen.
It was very shonen.
But when would that normally have happened?
No, I mean, my thing is like people say One Piece is different. I'm like, One Piece is a shonen.
Yes,
it is
very much shonen.
It is very much like every other shonen. The only thing we haven't seen Luffy do is have his devil fruit, aka sorcerer's power, make him go berserk. No, have it go berserk and have him like lose control.
Oh. Well, he gets really like he looks super old when he's done using it, and there's a time limit. He has a timer on it.
I mean, so is every main character, but we haven't seen him have a berserk rage yet, or go like have his power take him over yet.
Oh no, he's definitely going to go berserk. Someone's going to die at some point. And he's going to go berserk.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I tried. I
tried.
I saw Film Red, and it was cool.
It's a dragon.
Film.
That was one of the few movies Oda actually worked on. Like the I think we saw the one with where he like crushed the log post. I forget which one's that. That wasn't Red.
That was that other one where they fought some dude for a reason.
Well, that's every OVA. But that one and this one are the only two that Oda has actually like worked on.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you'll like this though. When I went to the premiere of Red in New York, they had one of the producer guys from like One Piece, like someone who's been with Oda since the beginning. And dude, I both am glad you weren't there, but also wish you were there, because he told the audience, by the way, guys, I've known the ending of One Piece for the last 20 years, and I'm really can't wait for the ending because I'm tired of holding the secret around. And everyone's like, really? How are you gonna just tell us all that?
Well, there's a theory, and it's been the best sounding one I've heard to date, and I think a lot of people are going to be upset, but I think it's going to be worth it.
One Piece is the friends we made along the way.
You're not far off.
One Piece is the adventure. It's freedom.
Well, are you interested in hearing it?
Yeah.
All right. The first time I'm saying this theory on Offshoot Comics. So the end of One Piece, it has to do with a lot of things. What do we see Luffy, Sabo, and Ace doing? Sharing cups of sake. What do we see Gold, D. Roger, and Whitebeard doing? Sharing a cup of sake. What is the main song that everyone, including Shanks, Brooks' crew, Whitebeard's crew, they all know? Think sake. So when Roger and them all got to Laugh Tale the first time, they saw the One Piece and they laughed. Or Gold Roger laughed, whatever.
Laugh Tale, right?
And when they got to Raft Tale, yeah, Laugh Tale. Raft Tale. The R's and L's the same, whatever. There's going to be treasure. There's going to be money. There's going to be, treasure, because if not, Nami's going to go crazy. But it's going to basically be like meat and sake, like just food and drink. And like, what does Luffy do after every fight? What happens? They have a giant party. They play Bink Saki, they dance around Usopp and Chopper do their dance, Zoro gets drunk, Sanji hits on the ladies. They have a party. The party is overthrowing the world government. So through Saki, through this party, he's going to unite the world and go against the world government.
That was cemented as being mid-piece.
I'm just like, would it fit though? Yeah, it would. But when Luffy in God mode becomes super huge and breaks the red line, that's going to be epic.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine that compilation of showing the beginning of One Piece to the end? You had Gold Roger saying, "If you want my treasure, you can have it. I left everything I have in One Piece," and it's just food and stale food and stale drinks.
It's just a giant.
It's a Capri Sun. I left everything I have in One Piece.
because like right now there's a Kizaru, not Kizaru, the yellow admiral, the move fast as lightning guy, light guy.
Yeah, that's Kizaru, isn't it?
Yeah, him and one of the Gorosei, one of the 5 world leaders, are heading to where Luffy's at. We haven't seen one of the 5 leaders move from that room ever. And he's on a ship with an admiral and a fleet going to where Luffy is.
All right, let me tell you how it's going to end up, right? They're going to fight,
and
right?
Luffy's trying to save Vegapunk from Lucci and CP0.
Look, here's what's going to happen. Luffy's going to talk about how Vegapunk's their friend, that he should join the crew. And then he's going to yell real loud. Then he's going to go, Gamma Gamma no. And then he'll realize that he won't be able to beat the admirals, right? And then he'll go into Gear 5 and he'll be like, haha, I'm laughing, and look how funny the world is now, and this is crazy. And then he'll win, or at the very least, they'll escape. And then
you got part of it because Vegapunk was like, I need your help. I need help getting off the island. Let me on your ship. And Luffy's like, okay.
Yeah.
All right. But that's the thing. Luffy through his hockey just like unconsciously knows like, okay, this is a good person. I sense no ill will in them. Whatever. It's just like that dumb sort of luck.
So he doesn't ever get betrayed, does he?
He hasn't.
That's
so far.
That's so interesting.
That's like when Robin was like, hey, I know that we just went through this whole thing on Alabaster, but I'm joining your crew. He's like, okay.
I love the thought he puts in the thing. That's crazy.
And then Law was like, oh, in order to take Kaido down, we need to form an alliance. And then Robin's like, pirate alliances are like have betrayal, and not everyone lives through them. And Luffy's like, Law, are you going to betray me? He's like, no, I won't. All right, let's do it.
Oh, by the way, I bought a Law jacket while I was in Vegas.
Dude, Law is awesome.
I
love Law.
It's a long jacket that's designed like Law's jacket. It's pretty cool.
Room shambles.
It just I don't know, man. And like the fights don't ever really seem that interesting to me either, because it's just like punch back.
The Katakuri fight was great.
I don't watch One Piece, Sedric. I don't know what that means.
It was the guy with the mochi fruit.
Okay.
Remember?
I've heard of him.
Yeah, that guy was awesome. Oh God.
I don't know. I welcome your challenge, Sedric. If you can get me to admit that One Piece. Oh, wait, are you trying to give me the One Piece is the best, or that it's good?
I just want you to start watching it again.
Well, that's not going to happen. It's too long. I don't like a writer who doesn't know who doesn't know how to just tell his story and move on.
It's just super long.
Move on. No, they're dragging it out.
What? You say that after just saying Boruto, the son of the first person.
Hold on. See, the thing about Boruto is it's a whole different story. It's about a different character. Naruto's story is over.
Why not just do the same story?
What? No, because it's a different character. He has got different struggles. Because Naruto has done his thing. He has achieved his dreams, and now it's about his son's time.
Okay.
Now I would have preferred it be Minato, but we got Boruto, so it is what it is.
Well, let me ask you this: Is Rock Lee there?
Yeah, he's in there, but he's not like. I think he's been in like
Mike
one
Guy
chapter.
There?
He's been even less than Lee.
Is what's his name? I'm lazy plan guy there.
Yes, he is.
Choji there.
Yeah, he is.
Ina Shikacho. They're there.
So
right?
keep in mind, they're small parts, but there's a thing. So this is a sequel. So yeah, some characters are gonna carry over. But remember what the central theme of Naruto was. That the next generation surpasses the previous. It's always been about generations. That's why there's even Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Generations. It was about the passing of the torch. And this is the first generation in Naruto's history when that cycle of hatred has been broken, and now they have to deal with the Otsutsuki, which is where chakra came from, basically. And so like the manga is a lot better than the anime because the anime demands that they have new content every week, and it's a monthly manga. So
Well, yeah.
they're running into the same problem they had with Full Metal Alchemist at first, where they had to make their own ending because it was a monthly manga.
It is monthly.
The manga is monthly. You get 40 pages a month.
Not even weekly.
Yeah, because it's so Kishimoto he just came back onto it, but it was another team handling it because Kishimoto, rightfully so, was like, I want to spend time with my family, because if you remember, like his dad died towards the end of him writing Naruto, and
So week.
and you can tell he was like, hey, I want to experience time with my family. I think I read in one of the interviews that he had gotten married. And then, like they had kids. It's been years, and they hadn't even had their honeymoon. And I'm like, yeah, I can see that. You've made your money. You've started your $1 billion empire. It's cracking along smooth without you for a couple of years. You can go and enjoy your life, enjoy your money.
So the whole time, Kishimoto is working on Naruto. Oda's working on One Piece.
Mm-hmm.
Kishimoto stops working on Naruto. Oda's still working on One Piece.
Yeah, but
Kishimoto comes back for Naruto 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yes.
And Oda is still working on One Piece.
Yeah, the length of time does not equate to quality.
No, I just.
And see, I think Oda is a sociopath because he seems to not really care about anything else other than One Piece. Which is 100% detrimental to his personal relationships. Now, of course, they're not saying anything publicly because Shonen Jump would never allow the slander of Oda because his image is too important to them making money. But
he said it himself. He was like, I like to play Pokemon Go because that's the only time I go outside is to walk, and I get to play Pokemon Go when I walk outside, and I'm not playing or I'm not writing One Piece.
Yeah.
And then there was an interview, I think, where Kishimoto was like, hey, like, what are you going to do when you retire? Like, are you going to go hang out with your family? Are you going to, go on picnics, like go on vacations? And he's like, I already go on vacations. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Kishimoto seems to have a much better work-life balance. I would much rather be Kishimoto. Than Oda. Oda's life sounds like it's very sad, and when One Piece is over, he will probably die. I'm gonna be honest.
He's like, I already go to like these vacation, like like those vacation islands you always see in animes.
Mm-hmm.
Like he goes to those, he plays Pokemon Go, and he writes One Piece.
Mm-hmm.
He is happy.
I mean, I'm sure he's happy. I wonder how his wife and kids are. Wait, does he have kids?
But I don't know if he has kids, but you mean the Nami cosplayer that became his wife?
Yeah, that's a little creepy, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's a little creepy.
It's Japan. I mean, it's not the creepiest.
Even for Japan, that's. but no, like I the Boruto manga, like I obviously like no manga is perfect, right? But like I like kind of like what they're doing, and it is an interesting experience to see everything be handed off to the next generation. And now that we're getting to the time skip, I'm very excited about that.
Well, that's what kind of happened. Is Gold Roger was like, "Hey, we were too early.
No.
It's for the next generation.
You saw him
Luffy
you saw him in the opening theme for like 3 seconds. No.
No, you saw him in the opening thing in the 100th episode.
Yeah, you saw him for a little bit, and then no, that doesn't count as handing it off.
He came back in the 100th episode. They redid it. They reanimated it.
I didn't watch that. But anyways, but one episode still is an equivalent to an entire. Okay, hold on, entire. Okay, is an equivalent to a whole series. But like I
oh my goodness,
I like that Naruto ended when it was ready to end, rather than dragging it out for forever. I'm excited to see where Boruto is going. I'm really excited for the Naruto poll that they're doing right now, because the winner of the poll gets their own manga, and what's his face? Minato is winning, because a lot of people want to see what things were like in the Third Ninja War. Like we want to see more about how he got the run on site order.
They're going to get the they're going to be like, oh no, the polls they changed.
Oh no, dude, like he has been consistently winning, and it seems to be not even close from what I'm hearing.
At the last minute, tons of votes have come in from America.
And then Kakashi's dad is also one of the top 5 right now too, which is cool because I want to see the man who was on par with the entire Sannin by himself. You know.
Well, just rewriting power levels.
No,
over and over again.
No, I want to see what made him such a threat. You know, like why was he seen as such a like? Obviously, he's not as powerful as a Sannin as they are in Naruto's time because they've had 20 some odd years after Sakamoto died. And time progressed. But I want to see why he was such a threat. Like I want to see some more of the formation of the ninja world. But but One Piece, I just don't have that. And I've tried. Like I give series their fair shot. Like for Turn A Gundam took me 3 times to actually be able to get through it because I didn't like the design of the Gundam. I didn't like it. It turned me off, right? But I gave it 3 times, and now I love it. It's one of the ones I remember the most fondly, And I tried One Piece. Remember that time where like I caught up to One Piece so I could tell you why I hated it, and I still didn't. I got all the way up until when Ace and Whitebeard died. And I'm like, it's like one, they died, so that's discouraging. But like, I still didn't like it. And I kept
nothing's perfect.
No, nothing's perfect. It wasn't enough to keep me around. I only watched it out of hatred and rage.
As far as like the best, it is the best.
No.
Let me take that back. Outside of Gundam, it is the best.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you even on that aspect, man.
It is the best.
I bet you
don't need no stinking filler.
It does have filler. One Piece for sure has filler. Yes.
Nowhere near.
It for sure has. It for sure has filler. And I like a count. I like a count on how many episodes are filler, and also I want a count of how long it is because of how much they draw things out and how they animate it.
It is not.
I would like a
40% filler.
Like
Naruto.
With as much as they stretch things out and how long those intros were and how many random arcs they have, we're like, oh, now we're Japanese samurai for some reason.
Do you remember when Naruto caught up to the manga and they're like, we don't know what to do, so we're just going to make up stuff. And he's on a boat.
Yeah,
and he's talking about old stuff. He's going to talk about Itachi killing everyone for the 18th time.
Look, every anime that's ongoing like that has filler. So that's not an argument for One Piece. One Piece definitely has filler.
No, it has filler. Not 40% filler.
We'd have to check because there's a lot of things being drawn out. Like I've seen a lot of edits where they're like One Piece, but if they didn't draw things out and ends up being like a 12-minute episode, it's like, oh my god, like that's so.
Yeah, you could do that, but there's not seasons, there's not guides to skip these episodes.
Some of the fillers is not all bad. But like for me, like I read the manga. I just the manga is good. It's straight to the point. It actually has a conclusion. It's not going to go until my grandchildren are born.
That's another thing too. It's like I haven't. I'm waiting for Wano to be over to watch it. I haven't.
Make sure you watch it.
I've been reading it.
Make sure you up to speed so that you could get through all the times where they took forever. Like even Crunchyroll made a joke about it, dude. When they had a video about Luffy punching Kaido, and how long that they got drawn out for. They like for a few weeks, like where they'd post a video saying, and Luffy is still punching Kaido. I'm like, do you guys know this is kind of like roasting One Piece right now? You're kind of.
Oh yeah, it's like when you say, how many episodes are you going to get of Goku charging up?
Yeah. Like I think one day they'll end up doing like a One Piece Kai where they take out all the crap they put in there to draw it out.
Possible. No, not got pushed off. But but think about when One Piece came out. Was it 1990 something?
One Piece came out
2000
like a year before Naruto did.
It came out the anime. It's 22 years ago? Debut 1999. Okay. Think about 1999 anime. How every episode had a recap.
Yeah, but that's not even the problem. I'm talking about like how slow things are later on.
I'm just saying, it just hasn't changed. It's still going since 1999.
Yeah, but see, that's one thing that a lot of One Piece fans like when I've had this talk with them, like to use about it's still going. It's so long. I'm like that is not equivalent to quality. Cowboy Bebop is one of the best animes of all time. It's 23 episodes or 26 episodes or whatever. You know.
Well, so is Evangelion, but they kept having to re-release movies to explain it.
Well, to be fair, and what's his face, and the author's I forget his name right now. In his defense, I know the rebuild the Death and Rebirth movie, End of Evangelion movie, was because he didn't get to do the ending the way he wanted because of the studio interference. And then the rebuild movies are actually not a redo; it's actually a continuation, which is pretty cool.
See, that's confusing.
No, I mean it's pretty straightforward if you watch it.
1.01, 1.02.
Yeah, so like the numbering is weird, and that's because the dude is weird, but it was pretty cool. I mean, Evangelion is kind of serious. Why it takes me years to just digest it, which is why Evangelion for me it's not even in my top 20, but there are a lot of really good shows that are short that length does not equal good.
Well, no, I mean you could say the same thing about Naruto/Boruto.
Yeah, I mean, but that's never been an argument that people
same
use
thing
for
as DBZ. DBZ's still going.
No, well, Dragon Ball has never once been good.
No,
it's not it's not a good show. It was just first.
And what is the numbers for One Piece manga do well. It's the anime does well. It's like what is it? Trying to think of it. It's a comfort food.
Yeah,
it's always there. Is it the best? No. Is it gonna can it completely wreck your day? Yeah, it can. But that's depends on how deep you want to get involved. Will you break down if you hear gotta she because Robin's backstory? Or is it, just like, oh, wow, that's really sad. I saw a little girl's whole family and island blow up and a giant saved her.
I mean, coming from a Gundam fan, seeing one little girl's home be destroyed, I'm like, man, that's a Tuesday.
Well,
Sedric, we're used to seeing half of all humanity die in an opening sequence.
Not everywhere has colonies being dropped from space.
But they should, because colony drops are good for the human spirit.
It's good to have...
It builds character.
Mention blow up every now and then. It builds character.
It builds character, man.
Oh, that was bad.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
And that's the thing. It's like I was watching. There's like some bracket thing. It's like choose video games, and what is like The Witcher and versus The Sims. It's like how do you even compare those things? The Witcher and The Sims are completely different games.
If I cared about it, I could find a way. But in terms of shonen series, when it came to the big three, right? I just really I really liked Naruto and Bleach more. I liked Naruto's always said I want to be Hokage, but what he really wanted was hey I want people to stop hating me for no reason. And then once he found out why, he's like, oh okay, well I want to prove them wrong. I want to In spite of that, Ichigo is probably the most relatable. Hey, can everyone stop trying to kill the people in my town, please? That's it.
No, no. Can Aizen stop trying to kill the people in my town?
Well, at first it was Aizen. First it was just Hollows. Then it was Soul Society. Then it was Aizen. Then it was Yuha Block. Like, can you guys just please just stop?
It is Aizen.
Well, no, Yuha Block was not Aizen.
At one time, it wasn't Aizen.
I mean, other people have tried, but the thing is, his goal was very reliable or very relatable. But for Luffy, I want to be the Pirate King. I'm like, all right, that's cool. I don't know what the Pirate King does. All the pirates, do they bow down to him and worship him or something? I don't know what he.
And that's what you said with Naruto. He says he wants to be the Hokage, but what it really means is he wants people to stop hating him. Well, when Luffy says he wants to be the Pirate King, what he means is he just wants him and his family to be able to live as they want, to be able to live freely.
Right, but it seems like he already does that.
Well, but he can't do that. There's the Navy.
But I mean, I have never seen someone keep him from doing what he wanted to do.
Yeah, because he's the main character, and anyone who tells him no, he beats the crap out of.
But see what I'm saying? You say he wants to be free, but I'm like, where's your oppression though? For Naruto, he wanted to be accepted. He wanted people to stop looking at him like he was a monster. And we didn't see the village. The very first time they ever looked at him as not being a monster, just a little bit, was in the Chunin exam after he beat Neji, and then we didn't see it again until after the Pain fight.
Actually, well, there you go. That's the thing, is Luffy having the Gomu, the Gum fruit, or the human Luffy Nika fruit, whatever.
The liar no me.
The sun god Nika fruit is that Joy Boy was seen as a liberator of people from their oppression. And what does Luffy do wherever he goes? He frees people from their oppression.
No, he recruits people to his crew and eats meat.
And he does it very well. And what does he do with Cammy in was Shibanji?
I don't know who Cammy is.
The slave auction when that was after you stopped watching.
Yeah, I don't know who anything you're saying is right now.
There was a slave auction. A world government official wanted a slave, and Luffy was like, no, and punched him in the face. It's like, you're not gonna. I'm shutting the slave auction house down. They take Robin. He's like, oh, who do we need to fight to get Robin back? The world government. Okay, shoot the flag down. We're taking on the world government. I don't care. They're blackmailing her. They're extorting her to take her away and try and kill her. No, she's our family. We're gonna fight.
Yeah, but
he's the liberator. But taking people.
That sounds more like his goal is to defeat the world government, not to be king of the pirates.
Well, no, it's the king of the pirate is the person who lives most free.
I went into the shield to get away from the bomb, and it went. And the bomb flew into the shield.
Oh no!
Oh, sorry, I just did not think I was going to die there. But I've always just related more to. To Bleach and Naruto. I mean, I'm sure, and One Piece has its fans, and I get that. It just hasn't been for me. I don't click with Luffy as a main character. I don't. It just never worked.
No. Like I said, I get that. But the
hearing Gamu Gamu no doesn't hit like Rasengan or Bankai. For me, it just never has. The powers in One Piece are weird to me. At least the anime, the fights have always been kind of not great. Now the movies, the fights have been great in the movies when they spend money. But the weekly ones have been kind of But yeah, and also I think another issue with One Piece being so long is that you probably got a lot of fans who might want to get in One Piece, but that's the one thing that I've always heard from people who aren't in One Piece when we at work, right, when we talk to them about One Piece, that's too long. I'm not even going to attempt it. It's a similar problem to for Gundam, which is why I'm glad they're starting to do more and more, AU stuff. But a lot of people don't want to get into Gundam because like it's just too big. It's too intimidating. You know.
I being a Doctor Who fan, I've heard the same thing, but it's like, I'm sorry, that's a weak excuse.
Oh, I'm not saying it's. I'm not. Like for me, I don't let things being too big hold me back. That's why I got. That's why I'm into Gundam, or when I got into Kamen Rider, which is like 50 years of history, right?
Yeah.
But like it being that big, it does put off a lot of people. It does put off a lot of people.
Well, and actually, the reason why I think it's a weak excuse is the same reason probably why people are off put by it. It's like if you have a big book. It's like, oh, well, it's 500 pages. I want 200 pages. I want 150 pages to read. I don't want to read a 500-page book. And it's like, yeah, well, what if it's really interesting and, you'll learn something and maybe grow a little bit after? No, I don't want to read 500 pages.
So here's the thing. Like, when you go on Google, Sedric, and you type in the phrase, how long would it take? The third option that autofills in is how long would it take to watch One Piece? Like, that's how frequently that's been. So, like, let's see. Right now, so if you watch the whole thing as of November 21st, 2022, it comes out to 381.3 hours or 15.9 solid days of watching it consecutively with no breaks, not allowing for sleeping or eating or anything else.
It's not even a fortnight.
It's 15 days. It's 1 day more than 2 weeks. So it is.
Baker's dozen.
It is more than a fortnight.
It's a baker's dozen fortnight.
So it's pretty long. I mean, I get telling the story that you want to tell, but I also think I think some of this has been Shonen Jump wanting him to extend it because they like money. Cause I know from hearing some of the industry talk that I've heard or like some of the interviews that I've seen that they did that with Bleach and. Kubo ran Bleach to the ground because he wanted to be free. He wanted to go. They made him drag it out.
You mean like Sasuke is a cool emo ninja dude?
Sasuke was
like that.
Sasuke is something that Shonen Jump wanted.
Yeah.
Now I actually, it took me a while to like Sasuke. I like him after the war. I did not like him during the main series. After the war, I do like him because of he's like, hey, I sucked, like I was trash.
I can admit and concede that fact because Shonen was like, because Luffy was just supposed to come in and face the Yonko originally, but Shonen Jump was like, we want to go longer, add something. So what does he do? He adds the Shishibukai. He adds the Warlords.
Yeah.
How much have the Warlords added on to everything?
I'm assuming a lot.
Well, the Warlords are Mihawk, Boa.
Yeah.
Originally Blackbeard, Buggy. These are like big characters
that
have done a lot. Have been essential in a lot of things. But, they was like, well, we want it to be longer. So he adds the 7 Warlords of the Sea.
Right.
Instead of the 4 Emperors.
I mean, I wonder how long One Piece would have been if Oda got to tell it without interference.
Right? That would be interesting.
I mean, because I bet you Boruto only exists because Shonen Jump said, no, we're not stopping this. Because while One Piece is super duper popular in Japan, like the rest of the world is in fact Naruto, and then Bleach is just it's third place. I'm sorry, Bleach fans. Ichigo is third place. In
France, One Piece is huge.
Yeah, but no one cares about France. Sedric, they speak a dead language.
Everyone speaks a dead language.
No, but French is the most dead language.
The deadest language.
French is the worst language.
English is the worst language.
No. But
yes,
but I mean,
I'm sorry. No, I take that back. Moroccan is the worst language.
Sedric, we speak Moroccan.
No, I speak American. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, so I mean, like, they definitely probably wanted to keep Naruto going because they went with Boruto. But it's funny because like it's like people still want more Naruto. There's still so much of that time period that we haven't gone through, which is why like it's being reflected in the Naruto poll right now. Like there's still so much that people want to see, but I get Kishimoto was like, hey, look, yo, I'm tired. I'd like to do something else with my life right now.
That's the thing. Oda loves what he's doing, so like let him cook.
Yeah, but sometimes it's healthy to step away.
Well, like Steve in American Dad when they got the meat cooker and like let it cook longer, and they just got sick.
Yeah, but it's just not it for me, man. I know some people like some people like bo, and I'm like, that's good for you. I'm happy you have that in your life.
Do not include bo and One Piece.
They have the exact same art style.
Nope.
The exact same art style.
That is wrong.
And they both have the exact same level of seriousness that I take them with.
No, well, okay, that might be one thing.
And Toriko is basically One Piece already too.
Toriko is more Dragon Ball than One Piece.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I never watched Toriko. I just saw when they came out. They put him and Luffy and what's his face and Goku together a lot on the promotional stuff.
Oh, yeah, no, Toriko's definitely more Goku than anyone else.
I mean, Luffy reminds me a lot of Goku, and I hate Goku. He's a terrible character.
Well, but
Goku is a power set. He's not a character.
Luffy is more of a shonen character than say Naruto is, because like Goku, Luffy, asexual. They just possibly on the spectrum. They eat a lot. I think just a lot of cues.
Naruto and Ichigo are kind of part of the evolution of shonen main characters. Just like Deku is an evolution of shonen main characters.
Deku is definitely an evolution of shonen characters.
Like Ichigo showed that not every main character needs to be an idiot.
Naruto showed that they can have kids.
And like Naruto showed a lot of the hard work aspect of stuff, but he also he tackled a lot of some mature things about like the whole hatred thing. Like I liked when he had to face himself in the waterfall when he was learning how to control the Nine Tails. He had to come to the realization because he's always like sunshine and smiles, right? But he had to come to the realization. I hate the Leaf Village. These people are terrible. And, like, he had to learn how to accept that. Like, before Sasuke listened to him about how I understand hatred and whatnot, he's like, no, I haven't come to terms with the fact that I literally hate my village. They have treated me terribly. And I like that he's able to tackle that, He's not just always like, yeah, we're friends now. He's like, no, we're not friends now. Like, I may act like that, but we're really not.
If you're on Luffy's team, you're on Luffy's team. If you're not on Luffy's team, you're not on Luffy's team.
I mean, see, for Naruto, I think he was a little more human in that aspect where he's like, he said, he was right after the Leaf Village, and he was. He always was. But he also had to admit to himself that I still don't. I mean, like I remember what it was like being at the swing by myself. And he also had to deal with the fact that I'm the son of the fourth Hokage, and this is how you treated me.
Yes.
Like y'all suck.
Yeah.
So like I like that he had to deal with that, and whatnot. So their evolution of the shonen main character. Obviously, Goku was the first shonen main character, which is the very simplistic. I like to eat a lot, and I forgive people for almost killing or actually killing all of reality. Okay, haha.
Oh yeah, see, Luffy definitely ain't doing that. That is not happening with Luffy. Like I said, there was a slave auction happening with the world government. Like the world government is there. There's one of the Goruseis, one of the emperors. There.
If one of the emperors came to Luffy and said, "I'm sorry," and actually meant it, would Luffy forgive him instantly?
No,
I don't believe you. I don't believe. I believe you go, okay.
No, like literally, it was on set. Like literally, it was like they run up to Luffy And they're like, Luffy, they took Cammy. They're going to make her a slave. And he said, what? And he walked into the slave house and he saw him. And the dude like tries to shoot a gun at him. And he uses his hockey and dodges it. And just on sight decks the dude.
But what if that same guy now? What if that same guy now helped Luffy and his friends out of a jam one day and said, Luffy, you were right about me, blah, blah, blah. I'm terrible, but I want to change. You know, like, could you ever forgive me? I think Luffy would go, okay, sure.
No, well, actually, I don't think so because this guy's he tried to hurt Shirahoshi and Vivi also. So he's definitely bad.
but what if he actually did change?
I don't think he would change just because he's a noble. He's one of the ruling class, but at the same time, like Luffy wouldn't just go like, okay, yeah. It's like I said, if he with his hockey, he's just like dumb. It's like, oh, you're good, you're bad. I sense goodwill. I don't sense like bad will.
But what if he? What if he was good? What if
he takes slaves on?
But what if he good person? What if he changed though after some time and something happened to him or blah blah blah?
This isn't Marvel. What if?
But what if it was?
What if it wasn't?
But what if it was?
What if it wasn't?
It currently isn't. But what if it was? Dang, I got sniped.
What if it was? What if he was? Luffy would still hit him. He's like, no, you took Cammy as a slave. I'm gonna punch you. Do you have meat? No, I'm gonna punch you in the face because he wouldn't share his meat with Luffy either.
Which I guess is a mortal sin.
Luffy has destroyed whole places because like someone shared food with him, and he's like, "Hey, you treated my friend bad, and they fed me. I'm gonna murder your whole crew."
That's a weird way to live. I'm not gonna lie.
But he does it.
Oh boy. But yeah, it's never clicked to me. So if you can one day convince me, I think that'd be a great video. You trying to convince me to like One Piece.
I think that would be a good stream. I would.
It'd be a monumental challenge.
I am optimized.
Come back here, skate guy.
Oh no. But yeah, it just, and that's like with everything that different flavors for different ice creams, but it's
yeah, some people like good flavors of ice cream. Other people like One Piece. I'm playing with you. No. I'm playing with you.
Oh, I was gonna say some people like ice cream, or some people like good flavors, and some other people are wrong. It's.
But yeah,
I don't make the rules.
Wait, where are you guys? Here we go. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm open to see if you can change my mind. But like
oh god, I'm doing a change my mind segment.
I mean, like One Piece is part of the big three, but it's not the big part of the big three for me. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Yeah, play the game for me.
That's a Metro.
We will watch me play the game. Did I even do anything here? I don't even remember. Oh, I guess I did. All right. Look at me go. I think that's a good place to stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's enough Overwatch for tonight.
Yes.
But guys, make sure you go check out our friend. Where at, Sedric?
At Simply Seti TV on Twitch. You can pretty much catch me everywhere on social media at Simply Seti TV. That's with an S. Simply SIMPLY Seti. Simply Seti TV.
All right, that's what's up. And we'll let you guys know when I go over to his stream and he's going to try and convince me to like One Piece. I mean, he's going to try.
If I can get you from mid-piece to not so bad piece, I'll take it as a win.
That is, I wish you luck, sir. I salute the effort you are about to undertake.
Thank you.
But yeah, guys. So yeah, definitely go check out Cedric's his Twitch channel. He's a great friend of ours. I mean, if you've watched us for long enough, he's been on this channel as well. So it was good talking to you again, Cedric. I look forward to talking about mid piece over there. So
Yes, it was a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
for sure, man. Until next time, guys. We've been your host, Kirby Kid,
Simply Cedric.
and One Piece is mid. We'll see you later, guys.